episode of Cooker News for 2020.
As your school leaders for this year, it is our pleasure to be able to host this final edition of the news.
2020 has been a different year, with COVID-19 impacting everyone, but it is great to be able to finish the year all together.
For the final time in 2020, here are your news headlines. A reminder that the tuck shop closes for 2020 this Friday. It will not be open next week, and it is important parents make sure their children bring lunches rather than money. We thank our working tuck shop staff and volunteers for their hard work this year and look forward to the reopen in 2021.
Tomorrow is our whole school and Year 6 Regional Transition Day. Students will be spending the day with the teacher they are most likely to have in 2021. While Year 6 students are attending their 2021 high school, everyone is asked to remember that all placements are pending day 8 numbers, and any specific requests are asked to be sent to the office in writing. We hope everyone enjoys the day.
A reminder to everyone that term will finish next Wednesday, 9th of December, with school resuming on Wednesday, 27th of January, 2021. We hope everyone uses this time to relax, connect, and enjoy a very well-deserved break.
And our final headline for today is a special announcement from our one and only Mrs. Cataldo. Mrs. Cataldo, welcome to Cooker News. Can you please share your announcement with our community?
Right, my announcement is that after 21 years at Kelso State School and 40 years as a teacher with the Education Department, I am retiring. So the 9th of December will be my very last day of school ever.
We will all miss Mrs. Cataldo and we wish her all the best. We hope she enjoys spending time with her cats and everything retirement brings. But most of all, we hope you come back and visit us. Thank you.
We've enjoyed being your leaders,
And we hope the leaders next year will enjoy as much as we did.
and for the final time this year,
Be safe, responsible, respectful.
What a mooly! Hello everybody, it's so good to be talking to you again. Unfortunately, this is our last Cooker News for 2020, but thankfully some might say that's the case as well, because it has been a very, very testing year. On top of a challenging 2019 when we had floods and other sorts of events, and then this year to have a global pandemic. Well done everybody. As a community, you have done an outstanding job in some very difficult and trying circumstances. This no doubt has been probably one of the most challenging years that I personally as an educational leader have ever endured. I know that our staff have done a fantastic job, and I would like to thank every one of our staff members for the work that they have done, and also for the effort that they've put in through what has been a very difficult time. I'd also like to congratulate our community. Thank you for making sure that you're taking the time to be mindful and looking after your children and students of the school, and also your own well-being. So without further ado, in that respect, we have a break coming up. So here's an opportunity to spend some time with your family and friends, to reconnect, to make sure that you're thinking of yourself as well as others, and certainly enjoying the season for what it is. Don't eat too much, but also enjoy what you do eat and drink. So one and all, I'd like to thank you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope that you stay safe. I hope that you're responsible and respectful, and I hope that you look after each other. And until we meet again in 2021, all the best.
I'd like to give a shout out to Ivy because she's been my best friend for 2 years and she's really playful and she's the only one that cares for me and helps me learn.
Me and Hayden Stevens give a shout out to Miss Gilbert because she's been the best teacher all year and she makes our day whenever we come to school.
I'd like to do a shout out to Dylan McNamara from Prep B for his amazing support that was given to a new prep in readiness for next year. Dylan is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Miss Gilmore for helping our class. She is Kelso proud. I would like to give a shout out to Scarlett Simpson for being a kind and supportive friend. She is Kelso proud.
Me and I will give a shout out to Mrs. O'Rourke for having a baby boy.
She is Kelso proud.
I give a shout out to Mrs. O'Rourke. She's the most wonderful teacher. She is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to all the teachers and teacher aides for helping us to get to year 6. Especially Miss Burnham and Miss Burridge. They are Kelso proud.
I would like to send a shout out to Tyke Reed, Lillian and Malachi for being great friends. They always help me when I'm feeling sad or hurt. They are Kelso proud.
I'd like to give a shout out to Heidi Cuff because she's a great friend and she's always safe, responsible and respectful. She's Kelso proud.
We would like to give a shout out to Miss Burridge because she is supportive.
She's caring.
She's amazing.
She's nice and helpful.
She's the best teacher.
She's always Kelso proud.
I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Thompson because she always helps us in 3-4 and she's always Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Mrs. Fox because she always helps out with cooking news and shout outs. Mrs. Fox is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Nicholas Reynolds for being a great friend. He is Kelso proud.
To give a shout out to 6A for completing all their assessment. They're Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Blair Taylor because she's been a great friend and she's Kelso proud.
We would like to give a shout out to Miss Smith
Because she always helps me with my work and makes me make good choices.
She helps me behave all the time.
She helps me do my work and help me in other things.
She's really nice and the most casual teacher in grade 6. She's Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to my little brother Isaac Ariana because he is caring and always helps me make the best choices.
Good afternoon. I would love to give a big shout out to my Year 1 teachers, Mrs. Collingwood, Miss Dugan and Mrs. Barrett. You've been awesome to work with for the year and I absolutely love you girls. All of you girls are Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Kinley Lewis because she's been a great friend and she's cared about me every step I've been sad or upset in any way. Kinley is Kelso proud.
I'd like to give a shout out to Samara Luda because she did a lot of stuff for Deadly Choices this year and she is deadly and Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Miss Clark because she always makes me happy when I'm sad. She is Kelso proud. I'd like to give a shout out to Jack Geller. He's been very caring and he's Kelso proud.
I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Dugan because she gives me a hug every day.
I would like to give a shout out to my big brother Joe. He's been the best brother I ever had. He is Kelso proud.
I give a shout out to Simone for being a good friend and she helps me out when I'm sad, angry or frustrated. Simone is Kelso proud.
I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Clark because she is really nice and she does our library for us. She is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Alyssa because she has been a great friend to me. She is Kelso proud.
I will give a shout out to Kia because she is the best friend. She is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Mia. She's been working independently. Mia's Kelso proud.
We would like to give a shout out to Lachlan Peters because he is a nice friend and he is Kelso proud.
I'd like to give a shout out to Matthias because he's always on task and always doing his work. He is Kelso proud. I'd like to give a big shout out to Kim. He's always been on task. He is safe, responsible and respectful. I would like to give a shout out to Miss Clark because she has been caring and wonderful to all the kids. She is Kelso proud. I would
like to give a shout out to Haley because she's been on task and listening. She is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Jack Kuhn for being my best friend. He is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Coco. He is a role model. He is Kelso proud. I would like to give a shout out for John because he is improving on his work. John is Kelso proud.
I'd like to do a shout out to Miss H. We've had a lovely year together again and watched the little children, little munchkins, grow up into big grade oneers. Hope everyone has happy holidays, and Miss H is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Miss Clark for being the library teacher, and she is Kelso proud. I want to give a shout out to Amy for being my best friend and always being there for me. She is Kelso proud.
I would like to nominate John for improving in his mathematics question. John is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to 3B because they're beautiful and kind. They're Kelso proud.
I give a shout out to Isaac because he's a nice friend. He is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Rowena for being a role model of the classroom. She is Kelso proud. I will give a shout out to Mr. Collingwood because he has been a nice teacher.
I would like to give a shout out to the whole community and the whole school for sticking with it and just dealing with it. They are Kelso proud.
I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Fox for doing Corker News. She is Kelso proud.
I would like to give a shout out to Loha for being the best friend ever and supporting me through everything.
I would like to give a shout out to Miss Coburn for teaching me new challenges and making my brain stronger every day.
I would like to send a shout out to all the teachers, students and community members who contributed content to Cooker News this year. Your contributions are what make Cooker News successful, and we look forward to bringing it to you in 2021. You are all Kelso proud.
please ask Mr. Saad to address the Assembly.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Mr. Saad. Sensational to see everyone sitting up so straight out the back. Well done. Paying attention. Okay, we've got a lot to get through this afternoon, which means I can't talk as much as I'd like to. Oh dear. So, first of all, our weekly focus is about growth mindsets and neuroscience behind a growth mindset. For those of you that don't know, a growth mindset is about thinking of possibilities. What could occur if I tried to do this, rather than being negative or pessimistic like, oh, that won't work, that won't happen. It's easy to be negative, it's harder to be positive, and growth mindsets are about possibilities. You can make it happen if you think it's possible. We can have a safe, responsible, respectful environment if we all believe that it can occur. And that's everybody. Okay, we've got our transition day tomorrow, so our year 6s will head off to high school, have a look at all the fun stuff that's going to happen in high school, and then throughout our school, everybody moves up a grade in preparation for next year, so that you all can have a look at what happens in the next year level that you're going to be moving into. Really exciting stuff. Should be exciting. You'll get to meet your teachers next year. That's exciting as well. So let's think about all those positive things that are going to come from that. Christmas hampers, don't forget, we need those non-perishable items. That means don't bring a jug of ice cream and put it in the Christmas hamper, because it may not last for the first hour, especially if I see it, I might eat it. Okay, they're going to go to the Salvation Army next Wednesday. Don't forget, next Wednesday is our last day of school. Okay, this is our last assembly, so well done to all those students that are receiving awards today, and pretty exciting, we've got the announcement of our leadership for 2021, so that is really awesome as well. Tuck Shop last day is Friday, so remember that next week. You're going to have to make sure you bring your snacks and your lunches, because we finish next Wednesday and we return on Wednesday the 27th of January. So, for those of you that can't remember that far ahead, remember the Australia Day holiday, you don't come to school until after that, because it's the very next day. Alright, awesome, enough from me. You're going to hear some fantastic things in a moment. Have a really good day, make sure you have a really good week, and make sure that you have a safe, respectful and responsible holiday period, and enjoy Christmas. Thank you very much.
We would now like to present the certificates for last week's Superstar students of the week. Superstar students from last week were Prep A Dominic, Prep B Ryder, Prep C Kyle,
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Miss Payne. Okay, well, the music department has had a really quiet, disappointing year due to COVID and the restrictions. We were unable to perform at fanfare at the O'Stedford, attend band camp, or have a number of concerts that were booked. However, our music students have continued to practice every week and perform on parade. They have been amazing, and we will be sorry to see all of our Year 6s go. We were unable to have the Instrumental Awards night this year, so we would still like to acknowledge the amazing job both our band and ensemble do. As usual, it's been a hard job to pick the winners of each category. I want to commend all our instrumental students on their achievements this year, and please know that if you don't get a trophy, we are all proud of you. Okay? So, we have our first one is our Best Woodwind Player of the Year. This was extremely hard. We got some very talented players. But we chose someone who we think sometimes gets overlooked, as she sits quietly at the back. She has proven without a doubt that she is a valuable member of the bass section in both this band and Thorngower band, and she plays the bass clarinet with great ability and confidence. Well done, Kaylee. On to our Best Brass Player. We've got some amazing brass players as well. But the person we chose has shown great leadership, helping others, and had the confidence to play in the solo competition we had a couple of weeks ago, performing raw on the trombone. Well done, Kelso. We are also going to lose the majority of our percussion section, which is one of the hardest jobs keeping the band going. I think they've all come a long way this year, but the one who has gained the most confidence and shown me the most improvement is Jack Wood. Well done, Jack. Another hard job was to choose who we thought would be the most improved player over the year. After a lot of discussion between myself and Miss Murakami, we decided that the winner of this award, who again sits at the back very quietly, has improved immensely, gaining confidence in his ability, and has recently joined Thorngower on trombone. Well done, Alex. My final award for my part, then it's on to the strings, is the Bandsman of the Year. The whole band has been amazing this year, but we had to pick one person, and this doesn't include just being able to play your part. This person has been committed to her job as music captain. She is always ready to help and mentor other band members, and she helps to set up the band and assist it in any way she can. She has made a great music captain, and we will be very sorry to see her go. Well done, Stephanie. I'll hand over to Miss Bowden.
Okay, our string students have done a fantastic job this year, even though we haven't got to do a lot of our performances and workshops that we had planned, but you've all worked really hard anyway, so it's been fantastic. We've got 3 awards for strings today. We've got Strings Person of the Year, we have Most Improved String Person, and we also have Ensemble Person of the Year. So all 3 awards were very tricky to choose, so I stream people who've done all that, you should be getting certificates this week if you haven't already. So well done to all of those people. Our last award today is our Ensemble Person of the Year, and that goes to Eva. Well done to all our music students. Thank you.
Can I please ask Ms. Burrows to announce attendance, news and champions?
Thank you, Alex. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, we had one class make it over our 95% target this week with 96% attendance. So winners, 3A. Congratulations to 3A, 96% attendance. Okay, that's been done.
Can I please ask Ms. Burrows and Ms. Sard to announce the school leaders for 2021?
Good afternoon again, everybody.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sard.
So very briefly before I hand over to Ms. Burrows to make the announcements and congratulate our leaders for 2021, we need to make sure that everybody, sometimes you can't always get first place. And as you saw then, the encouragement awards and the best player and ensemble, etc., there can only be one, okay? And sometimes there's a few awards, there can be a few. But there's a whole team, and you are all a whole team. So year 5 this afternoon, you're going to be amongst your peers, and we're going to announce those students who will take our formal leadership position for 2021. Remembering though, that leadership is not a badge. A badge doesn't dictate a leader. A badge does not make a leader. Everyone who's been through the SVC course, you are expected to undertake leadership roles within the school. Everyone who nominates for student council, you are expected to take leadership roles within the school. So whilst today there will be a few people who will next year receive a badge of office, and they will be recognised as our school leaders, there are a lot of people who unfortunately are just not going to make it today. See, from today, if you achieve the position that you have hoped for, well done. Your hard work has been recognised. For those of you that may not be fortunate enough to achieve a position that you had hoped for, keep trying. Because in life, your setbacks are the things that set you forward. So it is really important, whilst you might be really, really excited or very disappointed, you will still be able to contribute. So enjoy it. Congratulations to everybody that put their names forward. We really appreciate that we have a lot of students at this school that can take initiative, and I look forward to a very productive 2021.
Thank you. All right, I'd like to take this opportunity before we announce our leaders for 2021 to thank our leaders in 2020. The leaders that we've worked with this year have been exceptional and have set the bar very high for our leaders for next year. So I'd like, can we get everyone to give a big round of applause to all our leaders? Okay, now you guys have been going for all day, but you're talking to me all day, so let's get on with it. I'll start with our music leaders for 2021. Music leaders for 2021 are Kinley Lewis and Tamia Weatherall. Captains for 2021 are Kyla Garvey and Scarlett Simpson. Adam Hakasamani, and Mitchell Skilton. Man Courthouse captains, Kinley Lewis and Dominic Lazzaroni. Talaboy House captains, Loha Paulino and Heidi Cuff. Our Indigenous leaders for 2021, Sian Weatherall and Hallie Duncan. School captains for 2021. Our 4 school captains are Madison Weatherall, Marley Ariarni, Jay Biggin and Ernie McDonald. We congratulate all our students who were successful in the leadership roles in 2021, and we look forward to presenting them with their badges early in our badge ceremony in 2021, where parents will be invited to attend that assembly. Okay, congratulations guys. I'll get you to stay around after assembly some photos, okay? Alright, thank you. I'll pass